What if everything you've been taught about being selfish is slowly destroying your life? You were told to be kind, to think about others, to not be selfish, and you listened. But no one told you what happens when you take that too far. Because there's a point where being selfless stops being a strength and starts becoming self abandonment. I remember a moment that stayed with me. I had a plan, something I wanted to do, but I didn't do it, not because I couldn't, but because I was scared of looking embarrassing, scared of how people would see me. So I chose what felt safer. And in that moment, I didn't choose myself. And that's how it starts. Not with something big, but with small moments where you slowly disappear and you let yourself be in the background and not the main character. And sometimes it's not just you doing it to yourself, it's other people too. I had a situation with a friend. We entered a competition together, but I was the one doing all the work. And she literally didn't do anything. I did all of it. And in the end, she got half of the money, half of the prize, around 1,000 zloty. And I was left with this feeling that I had allowed it, that I didn't speak up, that I didn't set a boundary. And that feeling stays with you longer than the situation itself. That's exactly where I realized that all the things I have been doing, that I learned from people that were generations behind me, was wrong. Because in today's world, everything is different. Maybe you felt something similar with friends at school, at work, where people expect things from you: good grades, good performance, always being reliable. And at first, it feels like you're doing everything right. But inside, you start to feel something else: burnout, pressure, like no matter what you do, you're falling behind anyway. And that is exactly how I felt even a couple of weeks ago. Because when you start pretending and you stop being yourself, you lose yourself, and that is the worst possible feeling you can have. Because no matter what you do, you will be always stuck with one person and one person only. No matter the mistakes, no matter your choices, no matter the people that are around you, you will be stuck with yourself. So you have to do everything. I say literally everything you can to save yourself. You sometimes just have to worry about yourself and how you will feel, because that is the only way you can achieve a person or a feeling or an identity that feels right. And the hardest part is not even what others expect from you. It's what you start expecting from yourself. You tell yourself, I should do this. I shouldn't disappoint them. I shouldn't mess up. And slowly your life stops feeling like yours. It becomes something you perform, not something you live. And that is the worst possible scenario. If you ever find yourself in that situation, then literally go all in on a thing that you've never done before. Because when you're bad at something, then you actually realize who you are deep inside. You have to take the failures, you have to take the first wins, you have to take literally anything that is offered or that is given to you with a grain of salt. You have to become yourself once again. So if you ever find yourself in a situation like that, take up a sport, take up a hobby, maybe content creation, or even gardening, literally anything, just to be yourself. For me, this is really started to hit when I got into high school. That's when I realized something felt off. That constantly being so nice wasn't making my life better at any point. There was literally this guy who was actually like making fun of me because I was too nice to him. I wanted to become friends, and whatever he said, then I would be like, yeah, that's such a good idea. And that literally made me be the person that he didn't like, because I wasn't a person. I just was agreeing with them, and I didn't have any personality separate from being the good girl that agreed to everything and with everything he said. And that is for everyone. If you want to be a person that people like and want to hang out with, or literally want to do anything with, then you have to have an identity that is literally one of a kind. Because you will not be able to go on with your life. You have literally so many years ahead of you. Think that you are gonna live to 105. You have so many years that you have to live with yourself. And if you don't like who you are, then you are not gonna be any good to yourself or to others. And it wasn't, and all of that was making me smaller, more quiet, more careful, more afraid to take space up. And then I started hearing different ideas from people online. Like, there was Liz, who is an amazing woman who changed my life for the better. Her content is honestly so revolutionary, and if any one of you heard about it, I honestly think that most people would agree that she changes lives. Then Lena Lifts, she at first posted just vague content of daily vlogs or gym sessions, but then she started becoming so much more. She became my life coach. She grew with me, and she grew on me. And I literally felt supported through the screen. Or Tom Core, I love her videos. She has so many revolutionary ideas. She's such a big figure in so many lives because she inspires and she achieves things that are literally so impossible. What if selfishness isn't the problem? What if the real problem is never choosing yourself at all? Because being selfish in a healthy way just means putting yourself and your needs first sometimes. Having boundaries, not allowing people to cross them. It doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you start including yourself in that care. And here's something I had to learn the hard way. If you do not have a backbone, people will use you not once, not sometimes, but day in, day out. And even worse, you'll start attracting people who expect that from you, people who benefit from you having no boundaries. And when you try to change that, people notice. Some will get uncomfortable, some will push you out of their lives. Some will be disappointed, not because you're doing something wrong, but because you're no longer easy to control. But that's the point. You're not there to be easy to use. You're not here to meet every expectation. You're here to live your life, and that requires something most people avoid: saying no, choosing yourself even when it feels uncomfortable. Start small. Notice when something feels off. When you say yes but mean no, pause and ask yourself, what am I doing this? And then try something different, even once, because that's how it begins. There's one thing I've learned. If you didn't stand up for yourself, people would take that from you as much as you allow, day after day. And those are the people you'll keep attracting until you change. So say yes. Being selfish will cost you something, but staying the same will cost you yourself. That's a much higher price. With love, Veronika.